Hello, Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. The CBI has filed an FIR in connection with alleged irregularities in the conduct of the medical entrance exam NEET-UG held on 5th May, officials said on Sunday. They said the agency is also taking steps to bring under its ambit cases registered in various states by police. This comes a day after the center announced that the probe into the alleged irregularities in the test would be handed over to the CBI. The officials said the agency registered a fresh case against unidentified persons under Indian Penal Code Sections 120-B, which deals with criminal conspiracy and cheating, among others, on a reference from the Union Education Ministry. The decision to entrust the investigation to the central agency surprised the analysts because the center denied paper leak in NEET examination. The examination was held across 4,750 centers and around 24 lakh candidates took it. The ministry on Saturday handed over the probe to the CBI, giving in to demands of students protesting in several cities for an investigation into alleged malpractices in the conduct of the examination. Certain cases of alleged irregularities, cheating, impersonation and malpractice have been reported in NEET-UG, which was conducted on 5th May, a senior Education Ministry official said. For transparency in the conduct of the examination process, it was decided after a review that the matter be handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation for a comprehensive investigation, the official said. The Congress on Sunday hit out at the Modi government over the bureaucratic reshuffle in the National Testing Agency after alleged irregularities in NEET-UG, saying the buck stops at the doorstep of the top echelons of Modi government. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge alleged that the National Testing Agency was projected to be an autonomous body, but in reality was made to serve the devious interests of the BJP and RSS. For students to get justice, Modi government must be held accountable, he said. The center on Saturday had shunted out NTS Director General Subodh Singh and handed over the probe into the irregularities in medical entrance exam NEET-UG to the Central Bureau of Investigation. The Education Ministry has also set up a 7-member panel headed by former ISRO Chief K. Radhakrishnan to review the agency's functioning and recommend exam reforms. It also postponed the NEET-PG entrance, the fourth entrance exam to be impacted in recent days. Kharge said the NEET-PG exam has been postponed and in all 4 examinations have been either cancelled or postponed in the past 10 days. Paper leaks, corruption, irregularities and education mafia has infiltrated our education system, he alleged. This belated whitewashing exercise is of no consequence as countless youth continue to suffer, Kharge said. Earlier, Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh said no day is complete without news of cancellation of an exam because of the total incompetence of the non-biological PM and the people around him. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Sunday attacked the Narendra Modi government over the alleged irregularities in national competitive exams, including the NEET-UG, alleging that it has handed over the entire education system to the mafia and the corrupt. Her reaction came a day after the Union Education Ministry set up a panel to review the functioning of the National Testing Agency, which has been entrusted with the responsibility of conducting the tests. The center on Saturday also shunted out the agency's Director General Subodh Singh and handed over the probe into the irregularities in medical entrance exam NEET-UG to the CBI. In a post on X, Priyanka Gandhi said the NEET-UG question paper was leaked while the NEET-PG, UGC-NET and CSIR-NET exams were cancelled. This is the condition of some of the biggest examinations in the country today. Under the BJP's rule, the entire education system has been handed over to the mafia and the corrupt, the Congress leader said in her post in Hindi. The political stubbornness and arrogance of handing over the country's education and the future of children to greedy and sycophantic incompetent people has made paper leaks, cancellation of exams, disappearance of education from campuses and political hooliganism the identity of our education system, she said. The situation has become such that the BJP government cannot even conduct one examination in a fair manner, Priyanka Gandhi alleged. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin on Sunday said the cancellation of NEET-PG examination and the UGC NET were not one-off events but the final nails in the coffin of an incompetent and broken system of centralized selection. Stalin, whose party the DMK is opposed to NEET on grounds of social justice among others, called for joint efforts to ensure making school education the base for careers. The cancellation of NEET-PG and UGC NET has thrown thousands of our doctors into deep despair. Let us not forget the fact that these happenings are not one-off events but the final nails in the coffin of an incompetent and broken system of centralized selection, he said in a post on X. All should join hands, most importantly, for reinstalling hope and faith in the minds of our students and their families, the ruling DMK chief added. The Union Health Ministry had on Saturday said it has decided to postpone the NEET-PG entrance examination, scheduled to be held on Sunday, as a precautionary measure in the wake of recent allegations on the integrity of certain competitive exams. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi hit out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday over the postponement of the NEET-PG, saying it was yet another unfortunate example that the education system has been ruined. The Union Health Ministry said on Saturday that it has decided to postpone the NEET-PG entrance examination, scheduled to be held on 23rd June, as a precautionary measure in the wake of recent allegations on the integrity of certain competitive exams. In a post in Hindi on X, Gandhi said that now NEET-PG is also postponed. This is another unfortunate example of the education system that has been ruined under the rule of Narendra Modi. Under the BJP's rule, instead of building their careers by studying, students are forced to fight the government to save their future, he said. On Friday, the June edition of the Joint Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and University Grants Commission National Eligibility Test was postponed due to unavoidable circumstances and logistic issues. On Wednesday, UGC NET was cancelled following inputs that the exam's integrity was compromised. Opposition parties have also claimed irregularities in the medical entrance exam NEET-UG, the results of which were announced by NTA on 4th June. A probe into the alleged irregularities in this exam has been handed over to CBI. The police clamped prohibitory orders banning assembly of more than 4 persons in public places at Miapur in Hyderabad after a group of people pelted stones on police and HMDA officials during an anti-encroachment drive. One site official of Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority sustained injuries in the stone pelting, they said. According to a senior police official, scores of people had assembled on the land demanding that the government allot it to them and had even erected some temporary structures including huts on it. The land was allotted to the HMDA by the government, but some people tried to encroach on it, after which officials along with police went there to get the land vacated, the police official said. Those encroaching were told it was government land and were told to vacate it, but some among them pelted stones on the police and HMDA officials, resulting in injury to one official, he said. The police subsequently dispersed the people from the land. The police launched manhunt for those who pelted stones on the police.
మియాపూర్ 100-101 సర్వే నెంబర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రభుత్వ భూమి చాలా కాలం క్రితమే గౌరవ హైకోర్టు వారు ఈ భూమి ప్రభుత్వ భూమిని డిక్లేర్ చేయడం జరిగింది. దానిపైన కొందరు సుప్రీంకోర్టుకు వెళ్ళడం జరిగింది. ఆ తర్వాత సుప్రీంకోర్టు ముందు కేసు రన్నింగ్లో ఉండగా స్టేటస్ క్వార్టర్స్ అన్నీ ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఈ ప్రభుత్వ భూమిలో కొంతమంది వేరు వేరు ప్రాంతాల నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి వారు ప్రభుత్వంలో ఎంక్రోచ్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయటం, ఈ భూమి ప్రభుత్వ భూమి కాబట్టి దీన్ని రక్షించాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత ప్రభుత్వం మీద ఉంది కాబట్టి ప్రభుత్వ శాఖల నుంచి రెవెన్యూ, పోలీస్ అందరూ కూడా హెచ్ఎండిఏ వారి కస్టడీలో ఉంది భూమి కాబట్టి ఈ భూమిని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసేటువంటి ప్రయత్నంలో భాగంగా ఎంక్రోచర్స్ని పంపించడం జరిగింది. ప్రభుత్వ భూమిలో ఎవరైనా సరే ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ చేయడం అనేది చట్టబద్ధమైన పని కాదు. కాబట్టి చట్ట ప్రకారం ఏ రకమైనటువంటి చర్యలు తీసుకోవడం ప్రభుత్వం ఆ విధమైనటువంటి చర్యలు తీసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది.
Security forces have for the first time recovered a huge cache of fake currency notes belonging to Maoists and equipment used to print them in Chhattisgarh's Sukma district, according to a senior police official on Sunday. Maoists were allegedly using the fake currency notes in weekly markets of interior areas of Bastar region for a long time and duping innocent Tiawan BILS. They were also trying to destabilize the Indian economy with this move, the police claimed. Personnel belonging to the Central Reserve Police Force's 50th Battalion, District Reserve Guard, DRG, Bastar fighters and district force were involved in the operation, which was launched based on inputs that Kond Area Committee of Naxalites was engaged in printing fake notes in Malasur, Korjaguda and Danteshpuram areas of Sukma, he said. On sensing the presence of security personnel near Korjaguda, Naxalites escaped into a dense forest, leaving behind their belongings, the official said. During a search of the site, the security personnel recovered a cache of fake notes in the denominations of 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 200 rupees and 500 rupees, a colored printing machine, a black and white printer, an inverter machine, 200 bottles of ink, 4 cartridges of printer machine, 9 printer rollers, 6 wireless sets, its charger and batteries, he said. 2 muzzle-loading guns, a huge cache of explosives, other materials and Naxal uniforms were also seized, police said. The continuous anti-Maoist operations have choked the funding chain of ultras, he said.
राजगुड़ा का जो जंगल है वहाँ नक्सलियों की कोंटा एरिया कमेटी है मंगलू सचिव द्वारा नकली नोटों की छपाई की जा रही है। उसी सूचना के आधारित उस एरिया में ऑपरेशन संचालित किया गया। ऑपरेशन संचालित करने के बाद वहाँ काफी कलर प्रिंटर्स, काफी शाही और 50-100-500 रुपए के नोट्स बरामद किए गए। जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स वहाँ बरामद हुए उसके द्वारा ये प्रतीत हुआ कि 2022 में नक्सलियों का नकली नोट छापने का जो प्रशिक्षण दिया गया, हाल एरिया कमेटी से 1 लोगों को बुलाया गया और इससे ये प्रतीत होता है कि नक्सलियों की जो फंडिंग नक्सल अभियान और जो कैंप खुले हैं उसकी वजह से कहीं ना कहीं प्रभावित हुई है और उसको कंपेंसेट करने के लिए नक्सली नोट की छपाई कर रहे हैं।
A 32-year-old man from Andhra Pradesh was among 4 persons killed in firing at a grocery store in Arkansas in the United States. The victim from Andhra Pradesh was identified as Dasri Gopi Krishna, a native of Bapatla district who had gone to the US only 8 months ago. He was working at the Mad Butcher grocery store at Fordyce, a small town in Arkansas, where a gunman opened fire on 21st June. Gopi Krishna, who was at the billing counter, sustained critical injuries. He succumbed at a hospital the next day. His family in Yajli in Kalpalim Mandal of Bapatla district was shattered on receiving the news. Gopi Krishna is survived by a wife and a son. 4 persons were killed and 9 injured when the gunman opened fire inside the store and at the parking lot. Meanwhile, CCTV footage of the assailant entering the store and opening fire on the man at the counter has emerged. As the victim collapsed on the ground, the gunman jumped over the counter and escaped after lifting something from the shelf. The Union government needs to examine the long-standing demand of Andhra Pradesh and Bihar for special category status carefully and not in a hurry, as it could set a precedent and may put extreme pressure on the centre's fiscal resources, former Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Rajiv Kumar said on Sunday. Andhra Pradesh has been demanding special category status after its bifurcation in 2014 on the grounds of revenue loss as Hyderabad became the capital of Telangana. For special category status states, the centre meets 90% of the funds required in a centrally sponsored scheme against 60% in the case of normal category states. The remaining funds are provided by the state government. The 14th Finance Commission raised the share of states in taxes collected by the centre to 42% from 32% but abolished special category states. Recently, Congress Party General Secretary Jairam Ramesh asked the Prime Minister whether he would fulfill his 2014 election promise and the 10-year-old demand of his ally and JDU chief Nitish Kumar by giving special category status to Bihar. With support from N. Chandrababu Naidu's TDP and Nitish Kumar's JDU, which won 16 and 12 seats in Andhra Pradesh and Bihar, respectively, and other alliance partners, the NDA has crossed the halfway mark. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has moved the Supreme Court against the Delhi High Court's interim stay on a trial court's order granting him bail in a money laundering case linked to the alleged excise scam. The High Court on Friday paused the release of the embattled Chief Minister after the trial court granted him bail on 20th June. The AAP national convener, who was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on 21st March, could have walked out of Tihar jail on Friday had the High Court not granted the interim relief to the Federal Anti-Money Laundering Agency. The High Court said it was reserving the order for 2-3 days as it wanted to go through the entire case records. It also issued a notice to Kejriwal seeking his response to the ED's plea challenging the trial court's 20th June order by which he was granted bail. The court had listed the plea for hearing on 10th July. In its bail order, the trial court had held that prima facie, Kejriwal's guilt was yet to be established and that the ED had failed to furnish direct evidence linking him to the proceeds of crime in the money laundering case. The excise policy was scrapped in 2022 after the Delhi Lieutenant Governor ordered a CBI probe into alleged irregularities and corruption involving its formulation and execution. According to the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation, irregularities were committed while modifying the policy and undue favors extended to the license holders. Attacking the NDA government at the centre over the conduct of NEET and other competitive exams, MEM President Asaduddin Owaisi on Sunday claimed that youth of the country deserve an apology from Prime Minister Narendra Modi and justice from the government. Taking a dig at the government, he said exam warrior Modi waged a war on future of the youth. First it was NEET UG which impacted 23 lakh students, then UGC NET which impacted 9 lakh students. Then CSIR-NET was cancelled. NEET PG was cancelled a night before the exam. The responsibility lies with Modi and his ministers. Our youth deserve an apology from the PM and justice from his government, Owaisi said on X. Two personnel of the Central Reserve Police Force's Jungle Warfare Unit Cobra were killed after Maoists blew up a truck with an improvised explosive device in Chhattisgarh's Sukma district on Sunday, police said. The blast took place around 3 p.m. near Timmapuram village between Silga and Teklagude camps of security forces, over 400 kilometers from the state capital Raipur, a senior police official said. An advance party of the 201st Unit of Commando Battalion for Resolute Action had launched patrolling from Silgar camp under Jagargunda police station limits as a part of its road opening party duty towards Teklagude. The police said the security personnel were on motorcycles while their luggage and rations were being ferried in the ill-fated truck. He said, after being alerted about the blast, more forces were rushed to the spot and the bodies were evacuated from the forest, while a search operation continues there. Expressing grief over the incident, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Deo Sai said in a message on X that the martyrdom of Jawans will not go in vain. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.